Okay, good morning. I will wait for a couple minutes. If there any other will join us. Okay, now it's 9:03. Okay, actually, this today is like equivalent to like a midterm exam. Actually. Okay, so I will go to open Google Classroom for you, and when you see your work, you just try to advertise your work. Okay, so after the midterm exam on October 20, I will ask you to work in a group. Okay, work in a group. Probably the number of people in a group not more than 10 students, and then you will create a story in in a A4. I would say like the size gonna be like a 10 page of A4 paper. Okay, so I think I will go to Google Classroom. Okay. Shayada, are you here? Shayada, are you here? No? Estelle, are you here? No. Jan, KC, are you here?
สวัสดีค่ะ
Can you tell us a little bit about your work?
Wait, can I ask a question first?
Sure.
What do you want me to say, like about my character?
No,
Because
no, no. This one gonna be solid plot. Man.
oh, but then didn't people already read it?
This gonna be like advertise your solid plot. So after today, after the midterm exam, we will work to you will work together in a group. You will
Mm.
take a solid plot from your friend, just one solid plot, and then extend the solid plot to now you probably now the plot gonna be like about the length gonna be like 1 page, right? So your group will extend 1 page to 10 pages. You know what I mean? You
Ah,
understand?
yes.
So
Lo,
today, so today you need to advertise your work.
how long do I have to advertise it?
Up to you. You have solid plot, right?
Yeah, do I have to read out my story plot?
You don't need to, but not do not just say like one or two.
Oh. Oh.
This should be like equivalent to midterm exam because we don't have exam. So,
Oh.
hmm?
Okay.
So basically, I would say frankly, for the exam, you need to prove your identity. Basically, you need to turn on your video. Otherwise, I cannot prove if you are here for my class. Yeah.
Okay,ค่ะ.
Yeah. Yeah. Go ahead.
Um,
You
so
you can read the solid plot, or you just try to summarize everything in like a 2 or 3 minutes.
okay. So like you guys read, my story plot is basically about like a cube that got delivered to this girl's doorstep, and I never came out with her name. So yeah, but like the cube basically is the technology piece in my story, and like the cube is responsible for controlling time, so similar to like a time machine, but this one you press a button and then you can change the past or you get answers to the future. But then in the end I kind of wanted to end out the story with like the moral of the story being she didn't want more than what she had right now. So I ended it like that, but then I didn't have like enough space to elaborate more on it. But yeah, that's kind of like the summary of my story plot.
Yeah. Thank you. Jen. Okay. Go to the next one. Jesda, are you here, Jesda?
Hello. Do I have to turn on my video?
Basically, yeah. If you,
Yes. Okay.
it's like it's, it's this one is equivalent to your exam. You know when you take exam on online exam, you need to prove your identity. Otherwise, I don't know who you are. That kind of like drawback of online class. And today, you want to, but actually, some of you propose that we should have like a on-site meeting, but we change to online. Okay, go ahead.
Okay, so good morning, everyone. My story is cyber psychosis, and so I will explain about the title later. But first, I want to start with the characters. So as you can see in the illustration, there's three characters. The first one from the left, his name is Marcus. He is a robotics engineer from Germany, and he teamed up with the character on the most right, who is a Japanese surgeon. His name is Dr. Hiroshi. And so they basically teamed up to make like a cyborg, but their operation not really failed, but they couldn't implant a robotic brain. So basically, the cyborg was fully robotic except for its brain. And so the Japanese surgeon, he tried to ask permission from the Japanese government if he could experiment more about the brain, but the Japanese government didn't allow them. So, as in movies, these two researchers, they did it secretly, and they found like drawbacks of not being able to replace a human brain with a robotics brain. But they found out that the cyborg can function normally, or can function normally for a particular amount of time. And so when Marcus Wagner, he returned to Germany, he was approached by a secret agency from the government who found out that he created some cyborgs. And so they basically struck a deal with him to form an army of cyborgs. And so after this, Germany became like a superpower in the world, where they created a bunch of cyborgs and they won a lot of wars. And so after this, the world followed in their footsteps. And so this is where the character in the middle, his name is Endo. He's a young boy in Shibuya, Japan. Since the world has adapted to this cyborg technology, his father became a cyborg as well. But then his father went through a condition called cyberpsychosis. And this is basically when the person's brain undergoes a lot of stress and undergoes a lot of shock, because it's a human brain connecting to robotic parts, which is not fluent for the body. So at first, Endo, he wanted to become a cyborg, but when he found out this mental illness exists, he turned his dreams and he tried to become a researcher or a surgeon. And so basically, he goes on a journey to find ways to cure this mental illnesses. And that's where I ended my story plot.
Okay, thank you, Jessica. Okay. Okay, to the next one, Jilapa, are you here? Jilapa, are you here? No. Kesla, are you here? Kesla,
อยู่ค่ะ
okay. Your turn. Kesla, are you here?
เนี่ยค่ะ
Okay. You want me to come back for your turn later? Kesla, probably you could just come back
โอเคค่ะ
Mhm. Krishna,
I'm
are you
here.
here?
Yes, I'm here.
Yeah,
Okay.
go ahead.
So my story is basically about how dinosaur fossils have been discovered. And then there's this like sort of evil scientist called Dr. Mercury, and he wants to use the fossils to genetically engineer like a dinosaur. But then association known as the International Paleontologist Association like quickly banned this because they thought it would be too dangerous. But then he still wanted to create dinosaurs because he's obsessed with them. And then he decided to like use his assistant who's who's a convict. So like she's she's skilled in like stealing items. So she stole the fossils for him, and then he genetically engineered a dinosaur. And then once the dinosaur was growing, the assistant got quite like worried because it was going really big, and um it was like it was she was worried about like the future of our world. And then later she decided to like tell the police about him and what he's been doing. So then um he got caught, and the dinosaur is now in a secured area. So yeah, that's how the story ends.
Yeah, thank you. Navathakon. Navathakon, are you here? Navathakon not here. Nopanit? Nopanit,
Hi. Okay. My story is gonna talk about in the years of 2035 is more than next 10 years that we're gonna face about the climate change that have a rising temperature, extreme weather, and winding resource. Human need a groundbreaking solution to solve the situation. So the character is gonna be like have two character. First is Alec Liverla, an environment engineer, and Maya Patel, a versionary biologist. They together they embarked a mission to create an EcoLink, the technology to make the people or human live with the environment in the to be more ecosystem. They create the three main EcoLink that gonna happen in the storyline is a bioharvester. This gonna make the change the carbon dioxide in the air to be oxygen for the plant to grow up like in the picture. And the second is aqua purifier that gonna make the ocean to be more clean, to be a habitat for the fish, for the ocean living. And the last one is gonna have a turning point about the eco shield that gonna protect the city from the from the really huge hurricane that attack the city, and that will make the government see that the EcoLink is an important part to solve the problem that humanity face. So I think the EcoLink that Alex and Maya create will help the problem in 2035. Yes. Yeah.
that's all?
That's all.
Okay, thank you. Okay, that's great. Okay, Bobby, this one I love it because it's linked to my research. So, okay, next one. Thank you, Nopanit. Okay, next one. Pam.
Hi.
Yeah, okay. Pima. Oh, Pima.
Okay, so This story is called Gift. I decided I decided to call it Gift because like the twist, the important part of this story is like when the viewer sent my main character a gift, and that's the twist of his life. And this story is actually based on my actual dream, but not exactly. So as you can see on the person on the right, he's wearing a VR, and that is my technology of this story. So when you're playing games on this VR, you can actually feel what character is feeling. You can control how your movement gonna be, etc. And the story is about this man on the right named Johan. He is a famous streamer, and one day he got a gift from one of his viewers. It's a game, and little did he know, he decided to play the game, and it's like has virus in it, but well, he don't know. And the game is about the man in the middle. He's a middle-aged man trying to kill the ghost along in the way throughout the village. And to get a perfect score of the game, you have to like avoid making any damage on the villager. Yeah, and well, Johan did well on the game, but after finishing the game, there's like a bonus stage where he's like alone in the dark, and the only thing he can sense is like a voice from the ghost is like she's inviting him to live together, something like that. And he couldn't resist to say no. Yeah. And the virus made him say yes, and well, he got in coma in the game, locked in forever.
Okay,
That-
thank you. Pam. Next one, Pachamon. Pachamon, are you here?
Yes.
Okay.
So my story is basically about an adolescent young man. His name is Fuyu. So basically he worked in like Tokyo in like a Japanese restaurant, but then he moved from the city where he came from to like a southern like part of Japan, like around Hokkaido, because he was really lost from how his mother was passed away. So he needed time to stay away from the busyness in the city. So the restaurant was small and cozy, and it was owned by an old man in his 50s. So in the picture, this is Fuyu. So he thought it was easy at first because he was already well trained in the city, and he thought it would be an easy job since he already has experience and training from one of the best restaurants in the city. However, it was different from him because he never understood why the old man who owned the restaurant never praised him or even criticized how he didn't make the meat nice enough or the sushi nice enough. But actually, it was not like close enough, and it never looked nice, or the meat was never nicely cut. The taste and the smell was never as close as to how the old man made it, because at first he didn't accept how he couldn't ace the old man's praise, like so he was like because of his ego and confidence, so Fuyu didn't accept the criticism. After that, he fight against the advice all the time. However, one day, like the old man said a phrase that his late mother said before she passed away. And then that one phrase changed his whole life. Like the phrase was probably about how be a glass as half full rather than half empty. So basically like don't have so much ego, but you should be willing to take new ideas all the time. So then he knew that something that is different between him and the old man was cooking with love. Like love is something you put in when you cook. So if you don't have love when you cook, it doesn't taste the same. It's like how your mother makes you food and you กินข้าวนอกบ้าน, it's different. So that's basically my plot for the story.
Okay, thank you. Perry, are you here? Pear,
So my story is set on like 2088, and it's a city called Cyborder. It's a city where like cyborgs are well put together, and the both male and female has to look good because the male has to take care of the family, and the female purpose is only to like reproduce. So beauty standards are crucial for females. And those that doesn't meet the beauty standards will have to go to this place called Dark, where it's a place where like these people don't meet the beauty standards. And she's the main character. Her name is Lucy, and she's not well put together, so she lives in Dark, and she's a genius. And the only reason why she's live in the dark is because her father like married someone who is not like well put together, so that's why she's born in this area called Dark. And since like her father was used to be someone who used to be a cyborg who like well put together, he secretly takes her to look into like the city of Cyborder without getting caught. And if she get caught, their program will be removed, and basically they'll be like non-existent. So now she's like living alone, and as she got older, she is able to hack into like the Cyborder city system, and she looked into like cyborg program and looking through like their digital eyes. So she realized that the only way to enter the city is to be well put together. So she creates like this eye drop thing that is able to help fix her appearance, like fix her broken pieces. And the eye drop can only last like 6 hours per day, and you can only use it once a day. So this story is about like seeing if Lucy will be able to get away with her invention to sneak into the world where she always dreamed of being in it.
okay, thank you. พิกพิกวัตป่ะครับพิกวัตอยู่ไหมครับ And are you here พิกวัต Okay, พิกวัต not here คุณพิพัฒน์ are you here
Hello, Ab. Hello. Can you hear me?
Yeah.
Yeah. So, my story, it has an inspiration from Cyberpunk, dystopia of like Cyberpunk 2077. It's a video games. It's about like technology in the futures. And the story is named like Max Great No Quest for Truth. The Shadow Ones nocturnal dystopian cities under Neotech control, and Max Raid, he is a former hacker, is a street baller. He tried to search for answer to his love disappearance. And then chapter 2, the resistance. Mac joins the resistance to uncover the truth they plan to infiltrate Neotech and turn the tide of their war. Chapter 3, The Heist. Meg and his rail team execute a daring heist on Neotech's headquarters, navigating security and AI sentinels. And then Chapter 4, The Unholy Alliance. Inside Neotech, Meg explores a connection between Emily Fate, the SS Dan, and Nocturna Mystery. And Chapter 5, The Rising Tide. Neotech hunts the resistance. Meg's journey spark a citywide revolutions against Neotech. And Chapter 6, The Final Confrontations. Meg faces the Dissident in climatic battle, exposing their secrets and Neotech vulnerability. Chapter 7, the last chapter, New Dawn. Nocturnal rebuild after Neotech fell. Max vows to protect his freedoms as a symbol of resistance, and he becoming a city legend. That's the end of the story.
Okay, thank you. คุณยาภาไหมครับ คุณยาภา are you here?
Yes, I'm here. Okay, can you see me? Okay, so this story I think for now I will call it Humanity. This story follows two scientists, and they are brilliant scientists. They believe that there is the factor in human gene that make them do evil things, commit crimes or whatever, and they want to eliminate this from human race to create the perfect society, kind of like where no evil exists. So they start experimenting on children because it's easier than adult for some reason. And following this plot line, one day something gone wrong, and the children they were experimenting on just kind of go rogue, and they turned against them. They were trapped in the lab, and with this creature that failed experiments is haunting them. In the end, they realized that like what they were doing is not right. What they were experimenting on is only a child. They have their own life, and they are not God who can judge the others when they are no better than like the people whom they call evil. And yeah, they need to help the two of them, the three of them, needs to escape from this lab before it collapses.
Okay, thank you. ทิติชยาดา are you here?
Yes, I'm here.
Okay.
Okay. My story is about the world when it was in the midst of environmental crisis. Overpopulation and unchecked consumerism had left the earth drowning in waste. Many people tried to find the best way to destroy them. Robert was also the one. He was just a kid who wanted to help reducing waste. One day he decided to collect some trash from his backyard and try to do something secretly with them in his father's garage. Robot finally formed those pieces of waste into a robot that has arms, legs, body, head, and face. Then he went to bed. After he woke up, he went to the garage quickly because he got an idea about the robot. He could feel that there was something inside there. But after he entered, something surprised him. His robot was alive, and it could move around like a real human. He named the robot Trex. After that, Robert teamed up with Trex and started to collect more trash, create more and more robots from them. Robert then taught those robots various skills to make them become useful for humankind. So in the picture, robot is the guy in the right, and the robot is in the left. Yeah.
Okay, thank you. I think this one also I love it because you take trash and then or garbage and make it something else. Yeah. Actually, according to my research anyway. That's why I love it. Okay. Vachanan, are you here, Vachanan?
Yes, I'm here.
So like my story is kind of like a romance one, where like a millennium ago in our galaxy there was a very small planet called La Paprico, and at that time their planet faced an overpopulation problem, or like there was a significant rise in their population number, and they needed a land expansion, so they came up with an idea to camouflage as human and they migrate to the Earth. La Fabrico is well known for being the most innovative planet in the entire galaxies, and specifically for this mission, they invented a tiny device where you can see on the left-hand side of the guy in the poster. This device, when attached on an alien's body, it will transform alien's body into human. So they will have like an appearance as human, so they can blend in easily. And however, this device will last only for like 48 hours before it has to be recharged. And so after that, some of aliens were migrated to the Earth and they have to live under one condition, which is never have a romantic relationship with human, as it will result in producing abnormal babies. So like the climax is that the main character met a girl in his workplace and they fell in love with each other, and he can't tell the truth. But then, however, at the end, he chose to tell the truth, like his true identity, and it seemed that she was okay. So he started to tell his friends as well, and they were all okay about that. So at the end, like they all became friends, and like, even though the main character is an alien, so like the king of the La Paprico, that planet, they gave like technologies that we all use today as a gift. That's about it. Yeah.
Okay, thank you.
Thank you.
Visuta, are you here? Visuta.
Yes,ค่ะ.
Mhm.
So my story was named Kylie's Journey Beyond the Veil. This story will happen in like next 24 years, which is the year 2047. Kylie is a talented physicist and she discovered the invisible boundaries that separate the universe. And it's actually like multi-universe. And she got into another world and she discovered that it has the living creature named Luminary or Lulu. And now the news that she discovered another world, it's spreading in our world, and they knew it's like the source of limitless energy, and they try to like take it from another world. And Kylie she has to make decision to save like another world or how she gonna do it, something like that, but I haven't finished yet. Maybe like if it would work, maybe we can work together, something like that. Thank you.
Okay, thank you. Molalak, are you here? Molalak? 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 I see your name, but you're not here. Okay. Yanisa?
ค่ะอาจารย์
Uh-huh. Go ahead.
The story is about in the next few decades, a young urbanite named Ethan, who graduated from the Faculty of Future Innovation Technology, found the world's advanced technology in communication and human-computer connectivity to a whole new level. So he decided to try with himself first by utilizing digital body technology to improve his work efficiency. Then he started by uploading essential scientific computation skills and knowledge into his digital body. This upload technology can last in the upscale body forever in case it's not up to that. It can be continued upgrading later. As he modified himself, he became increasingly capable and finally became a leader in the field related to the digital body technology. It's the opportunity for everyone to enhance their physical self with technology. Therefore, it has become a popular and widely accepted aspect of society. But however, not long after that, it becomes a COVID and fiercely competitive asset for everyone to enhance their abilities. So it realized that the potential misuse of this technology were beginning to affect the essence of being human and people's belief in the significance of their physical bodies. Moreover, concerns about privacy and risks associated with exposing one's self-controlled voice came to the forefront. So he needs to decide how to preserve the essence of being human in a world where technology and digital bodies become a fundamental aspect of people's lives.
Okay, thank you. Anyone want to, who I missed for the first? Well, anyone want to give a talk? Anyone?
มี
Now what?
ตะกอน
On. Okay, นวัตกร
Okay, for the title of this story plot is The Inventor Legacy. In a small town lived a reclusive inventor named Navigator. He was known throughout the town for his cleverness and his rare ability to craft fantastic devices from seemingly random piece of junk. His workshop, a ramshackle building at the edge of town, was always shrouded in a cloud of mysterious smoke and the clanking sound of his experiments. The story begins when a young girl named Naviria, with a passion for machine and a thirst for adventure, stumbled upon Navigator's workshop one sunny afternoon. Drawn by curiosity, she peeks through a dusty window and witnessed an extraordinary contraption, wedding and sparking with life. Naviria is captivated by what she sees and resolved to meet the elusive inventor. In the end, the town is faced with a choice, embrace change and the wonder of invention, or cling to the comfort of the familiar. Naviria and Navigator determination, along with the support of some unexpected arise, lead to an unexpected resolution that not only saves their workshop, but also sparks a new era of innovation and prosperity for the town. The Inventor Legacy is a heartwarming tale of mentorship, courage, and the transformative power of the invention in a world reluctant to change. It reminds us to innovation can bridge generation and reshape the future, one inventive idea at a time. Thank you.
Okay, thank you. Anyone else? Anyone else? No?
เกษราค่ะ
เกษราปะ
ค่ะ
เกษรา Okay.
In a city during that time, a lot of crimes were committed. This resulted in social unrest and people afraid. The government therefore called all agencies to come to meeting to find a solution to this problem and conclude that we would create a society with only love and kindness. In addition, reasons about
love and kindness have been inserted into the school. When a government agency invented a biomarker and made it mandatory for everyone in the city to wear one. The biomarker is a balance that connects to the wearer feeling and thoughts. If agency thought that will cause harm, if you love two dogs, there will be a warning signal. That means you have an idea to read a calm. When the tube is zero, you will be shocked with an electric current, and the ballast will turn green and have immediately started as a dangerous person. Thus, your personal information, such as your appearance and name, will be made public for all citizens to know. Government officials will also track you down and prosecute you according to the law. And of course, there are those who disagree and wish to protest. The reason is that it's an action that is to warrant and various personal rights. But even then, the government didn't care and passed a law to support that if anyone did not wear a ballast, that would be changed to a dangerous person. Such an action may seem cruel, but from past events, the government has concluded that it is a reasonable action to maintain a peaceful society. Thank you.
Okay, thank you. Anyone else? That's all? Okay. So let me show you what we need to do for the activity after the midterm exam. Okay, so now we are here on September 29, and you already show about your study plot. Okay, so October 6th and October the 13th, we don't have class. We come back again on October 20. So you will work in a group. Probably like I would say the maximum of the member in a group gonna be like a 10. But you can work it on your own, okay? I think we have a lot of many interesting story. So you can work on your own. I think I believe you can do that because now your story part a little bit long. If you extend your story part to 10 pages, I don't think gonna be that hard for you. I think. And it's gonna be very interesting story. Okay, so we come back on October 20, and then again you have about 1 week to write your movie script. So gonna be like a 10 pages, 10 page long. Okay, and then November the 3rd we have no class. We come back again on November the 10th. So on October 27th, gonna be similar to the activity we did for the first half. So everyone, so you will go to comment others work, okay, other groups work, and then we come back again on November the 10th to finalize. And also you need to, okay, and then on November the 10th, I will ask you to start sketch a scene. Gonna be similar what you did here, but this one gonna be a cover of your podcast. November the 17th we have no class. We come back again with the final work gonna be a podcast. Okay, so you just send me. Probably I will ask you to upload your work by November 20 something, and then I will upload it. I will try to upload your work by November 24, so we can go through all your work on November 24. together. Okay, it's gonna be online. Okay, no on-site. Okay, any question for the activity after the midterm exam? Any question? Any question ครับ
อาจารย์คะกลุ่มคือกี่คนก็ได้แต่ว่าไม่เกิน10ใช่ไหมคะ
ใช่แล้ว คนเดียวก็ได้นะ
ได้ค่ะขอบคุณ
คน
ค่ะ
เดียวก็ได้นะผมว่าพวกเราน่าจะเขียน10หน้าน่าจะไม่ยากใช่ป่ะไม่รู้ว่าเมื่อกี้พวกเราเห็นพวกเราอธิบายนี่ผมว่า10หน้าได้อยู่แล้ว สบายๆเลยอะมีหลายเรื่องจริงๆทุกเรื่องน่าสนใจหมดอ่ะผมว่าทุกเรื่องน่าสนใจ เพียงแต่บางเรื่องอะผมชอบในแง่ที่อย่างบางผมว่ามันจะเข้ากับเรียกว่าอะไรอ่ะเข้ากับเมกะเทรนด์ถือว่าบางคนเอาเรื่องเกี่ยวกับ climate change อันเนี้ยผมอาจจะสนใจมากหน่อยเพราะตอนนี้โลกกำลังจะร้อน2 องศาอย่างเงี้ยผมว่าอันเนี้ยจะ get attention from people and also you try to convert trash to something else. Can you make robot from trash? I think this one gonna be a unique story. I haven't seen any story about conversion of trash to a robot. Okay ครับ any other question ครับมีไหมไม่มีนะโอเคถ้าไม่มีโอเค if you have no question okay good luck for your exam okay and then come back again on October 20 okay thank you
ขอบคุณค่ะ
ขอบคุณค่ะ